All right, welcome to This Week in Jackson County Schools. I'm Pamela Stone, and thanks for joining us today. We're here with Bridgeport Elementary. We're very excited to have them here. They are a K through 4th grade, so they're really the little kiddos. And they have about 240 students, about 30 staff members or so, and we're really excited to have them. Next to me is their principal. It is Laria Merritt. Welcome.
Thank you.
We're glad you're here.
Glad to be here.
Okay, so we were just talking before the show, and you got definitely a lot going on for an elementary school, even though you don't have like sports and stuff. You got a lot of stuff going on.
We really do. We're one of 2 true elementary schools in Jackson County.
There's not a lot any left, is there?
There are not. We have an elementary and a middle, and as Stevenson does, and then we both feed into North Jackson High School, so we're a feeder school. And we do have a lot going on.
You do?
We're having a fall festival this week.
That's what I heard. Thursday
from 4 to 6.
Okay.
Or 4 to 6.
Now, we were talking about tickets. You have to buy the tickets ahead. Well, you don't have to, but if you buy them ahead of time, they're cheaper.
Yes. We do a little punch card. There's so many punches to a card. If you buy them early, and we're selling them tomorrow.
How much are they?
There is $20, but you get 4 extra punches if you buy on Wednesday.
Okay.
Well, you can also buy like a $10 punch and a $5 punch card too. We have smaller cards as well.
Okay.
But if you buy the $20 punch card tomorrow, you get 4 extra punches. And most everything is all the activities are either 1 to 2 punches to do.
Okay.
So.
Or they can buy them at the door.
Or they can buy them at the door.
Which isn't, I don't know, why do we say the door when it's really not a door? Is yours outside?
We plan to have it outside if the weather cooperates with us.
Well, it's definitely nice and cool, though.
We have a nice little gym, and so if it does rain, we'll have a lot of our things in the gym.
So what are some of the activities you got for it?
Well, we have bouncy houses, track.
Okay.
Darren Blizzard I can't remember what the name of his business is, but his wife is my pre-K teacher, so he always hooks us up with some good deals, and so we'll have a few bouncy houses. He has a lot of carnival games, but then we have a lot of our own. We have one little thing that's really cute that our parents made. It's like a monster, and the kids stick their hands in it, and it has a cup in it with gel or the slime.
Gooey stuff.
And of course the kids, they love.
What do they get when they put their hand in it?
Well, it has like little toys, like
so they have
spiders
to.
and stuff.
So they have to dig out the toy or the spider.
We have grab bags. We have balloons.
Do they have to go fishing? I love the fishing one.
We have fishing pond. We have the duck pond where they pick up the ducks. We have a concession stand where we'll have chili and hot dogs and
Chili's
nachos.
Good right now. It's cold.
And we have popcorn and slushies, which I don't think the slushies probably.
Hot chocolate. Maybe you should change it to hot chocolate. It's definitely cool.
Lots of good stuff to eat. We have a cakewalk. That's
what I was
going to
ask. That's always such a a favorite of so many is the cakewalk.
The kids love the cakewalk, and Darren Blizzard helps us with that as well.
And you're never on the right. I never seem to be on the right square or foot or whatever is down on the floor ever.
Which it's a lot of work to get it together, but the kids have a lot of fun with it.
Well, and I think some of the parents have fun donating the goodies.
They do.
Because is that where you get the goodies from?
Parents go out and get donations in the community. We have a silent auction. Parents send in things, and we make baskets that go in the silent auction.
Is this your primary fundraiser, or is it your only fundraiser?
This is the primary fundraiser, and all the proceeds that come back in and go directly into the classrooms. So each teacher gets so much for her classroom. In years we haven't had as much teacher money, so they couldn't buy things for their classroom.
Right.
But this helps them to buy things that are needed in the classroom.
Which is so much. I don't think people understand how much teachers need in their classroom.
Yeah.
It's everything. So, well, before we go any further, let's talk about you. What is your background? And you've been the principal there.
Well, I actually taught at Bridgeport Elementary. I started my teaching career at Bridgeport Elementary.
Okay.
Back in the day. Started out teaching special education.
Okay.
And then I went to kindergarten, and I taught kindergarten for 15 years.
How long were you at Bridgeport?
Well, I was at Bridgeport Elementary for 25 years.
She's like, I can see. She's like, okay, somebody's going to do the math and then know my age. I'm not sure how to say all this.
I've been teaching since I was about 14. No, seriously. I taught at Bridgeport Elementary for 25 years, everything from kindergarten to special ed to third grade to I worked with struggling kids. I did the computer lab and taught the kids technology skills. And then I had the opportunity to go to Stevenson Elementary, and I was only there for a very short time as the reading coach. And I went to Paint Rock Valley High School as the principal. So I was at Paint Rock Valley High School for 5 years.
That's totally different.
Yeah.
Kindergarten to high school.
Yeah, and that was K-12. And then I got to come back home as principal at Bridgeport Elementary, and this is my 6th year back.
So how many years total?
So I have 36 years. 36, is that right? Does that sound right?
I don't know.
Yeah. 37 years. I'm working on 37 years. So.
Wow. Well, you must love it so, because I mean,
I do.
It's teachers. We all get to a point, especially if you're of retirement age. You could have retired if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah. I just say I have the best job in the world. It's really not a job to me. It's a calling because I get to spend my days with little people. And, you know, you can come in and
be in a bad mood and they make you happy, don't they?
They wrap their arms around your legs, or they're hollering at you, and they want to hug you and they want to touch you, and you know.
Yeah.
So it's
a
good job.
It is. It's a lot of fun. I did preschool before I did high school. I went from preschool to high school and then middle school.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. People used to go, wow, from preschool to high school. I'm like, yeah, the high schoolers act the same as the preschoolers. They just know better.
Yeah.
Right?
They do.
Okay, so something else you got going. Well, which one was your favorite? Do you have a favorite?
Well, I won't say that I loved kindergarten for a very long time, but I'm one of these people that I don't mind change, and sometimes I like to change it up, and so I went to third grade for a while. You have different pros and cons for each grade.
Right, probably.
The thing about third grade is that they're beginning to start that social, you know, where they make their little cliques and stuff, and they want to leave each other out, and I didn't really like that part. I didn't like the drama.
That was the drama. Middle school has a lot of drama.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A lot of drama.
And we see that starting like third, fourth grade, you know.
Right.
Because they're learning, you know, they're kind of jockeying for their place in the world, you know.
I guess that's what you really do, so... All right, so and then Thursday you have your fall festival. So parents, don't forget, pre-selling starts tomorrow. So your kiddos can bring money, and what do the kids buy? Can the kids bring the money to the teacher?
They do. The kids, we ask them to bring it in an envelope with their name on it.
Okay, so we don't lose it.
And the purpose of it, and we do that with all of our monies. But then they'll bring it to the office, and Miss Deb, my secretary, does their card, and then it'll come back with them in the afternoon. So
that's a full day for her, I bet.
It is a full day. She's been saying, "Oh, we need to stop having the carnival and do something different." But the fall festival has been going on since I was a little girl. I can remember my parents taking me.
Is that where you went? Did you go to?
I actually went to South Pittsburgh.
Okay.
But my dad was the doctor, the town doctor there in Bridgeport, and so we did a lot of activities in Bridgeport, and so he took us down to the fall festival. So it's been going on for a long time.
Wow.
I'm not really one to want to break that tradition.
Oh no, I can understand. I mean, I guess so. You could add something.
We've tweaked it over the years and added and taken away, and we used to have a turkey and dressing dinner, and people would line up at the door.
Really?
For the dinner.
I was thinking I'd line up for the door. I don't have to cook Thanksgiving dinner.
It was really good. And
do you guys do a lunch one though? Do you serve Thanksgiving lunch?
We do. We have a Thanksgiving lunch.
And do a lot of parents and grandparents come?
And the grandparents and parents all come to that.
Well, that's cool too.
So then we have a Christmas lunch, and we
do?
used to try to do it where certain grade levels did one dinner, and then the other grade levels did another dinner. And this year we think we're just going to try it with anybody that wants to come. And
Oh, so
See
you would
how it
like say
works out.
5th grade, or I mean,
Yeah.
not you don't have 5th grade, but like 4th grade, you can do the Thanksgiving and
And then, like the little will do the Christmas dinner, but it's ham. So some people, were not happy
Right.
because they wanted the turkey and dressing. So we're going to try anybody that wants to come this year.
there you go. So come on, it's good. All right. So and then you did something called Party in Pink.
We did earlier.
So-
Actually, I believe it was last week. We had a party in pink. It was Boss's Day, which I didn't even know it.
Did you get stuff for Boss's Day?
So they brought me a cake and stuff. But my secretary, one of her best friends, a lady there in our community, has been recently diagnosed with breast cancer, and she's going through her treatments. And so she's actually into Zumba, and they had a Zumba party, and so we kind of carried it over into school, and we all wore pink in honor of her that day.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
It's really neat.
Do the kids make her stuff or cards or anything?
Kids made her stuff, and
That's
it's
perfect.
really sweet.
I would have cried.
Yeah, it was nice.
I would have. Okay, well, we're going to come back. And we got lots more to talk about. We're going to take a break real quick.
Okey-doke.
And when we come back, we got lots more to talk about.
A Raceway in Whitwell is always on your way, taking convenience to a new level, 4 a.m. until midnight, 7 days a week. Go by for gas on the go and meet your friends for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The Raceway has been voted the best place for biscuits and chicken in the valley. You'll also find subs, pizza, buffalo wings, and more. The Raceway, Highway 28 in Whitwell. It's on your way.
Come see us at Raceway. I'd be doggone if I wouldn't work all day. And I think I'm going out of my head. I keep on dancing for sweet little Sheila. You'll know her if you see her. Blue eyes and a ponytail. Her cheeks are rosy. She looks.
Hello, I'm Ben Cagle. Don't miss Downbeat, the best of the 1960s, Saturdays, 1 o'clock on the Big Jet Fly.
At Citizens Tri-County Bank of Whitwell, we supply every financial need from small loans to your dream home. 24-hour banking is available through Citizens Tri-County Bank of Whitwell. Come into our location at 14087 Highway 28 in Whitwell. Experience fast, friendly, and courteous service every time you walk through the door. Open 8 to 4 Monday through Thursday until 5 on Friday and open 8 to noon on Saturday. 658-5880 for Citizens Tri-County Bank of Whitwell, the only community bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Mountain View Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, we're not 9 to 5. We're stay till it's done. And we know working hard to be the best is never easy. That's why we believe you have to work hard and play harder. Get $15,000 off on the 2019 Ram 1500 or up to 25% off on the 2018 Ram 1500 during Ram Power Days. So, come shop Mountain View Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram at our new location on Alabama Highway. Number 1 for a reason.
When you need a licensed plumber, call Stacy Ledwell and the staff at Mr. Rooter in Scottsboro. Mr. Rooter provides your home or business with advanced solutions using high-tech equipment. Our commitment to customer satisfaction shines through in our personalized service. When you schedule an appointment, our professionals will dedicate time to explain the work that has to be done. Our staff will give you upfront pricing, so you'll know exactly what's involved before any work begins. We even pump septic tanks and do new construction on houses. Fully licensed, bonded, and insured, Mr. Rooter in Scottsboro. Call Stacy Ledwell today to set up an appointment at 256-574-4710.
Handyman Salvage at 5121 Highway 136 West, just off of I-59, is where you can find Masonite planks, just $1 each. T111 4-bay sheets, only $17.99. Bifold doors at a great reduced price. And tape, buy one get one free of equal or lesser value. And buckets, 2 for $5. You'll find it all at Handyman Salvage. Come by and see us.
When I first came down to RE/MAX Property Center, the thing that stuck out to me was the fact that it's like a family atmosphere here. Everybody enjoys working with each other, and all of our clients that come through the door, we treat them like family. We've got agents that's been in the business since the 80s, so that's one thing that sets us apart is the fact that the experience that we have within our company. We have so much to offer. So we invite you to call, text, or send a carrier pigeon if you have to have our team work for you.
Team RE/MAX, we're on your side.
Hello, this is Sheriff Ronnie Bo Burnett from Marion County Sheriff's Department. If you have a drug problem, please seek help. Our hospitals and jails are overcrowded now due to the drug problem in our society. There's people out there that can help. So again, I would encourage you, if you have a drug problem, please seek help. There's many organizations can help you. Thank you. Have a good day.
The Marion County Sheriff's Department and Sheriff Bo Barnett work hard every day to relieve the Valley and Marion County of drugs. You do your part. If you or someone in your family is struggling with drug addiction, get help today. A message from the Marion County Sheriff's Department.
All right, welcome back to This Week in Jackson County Schools. I'm Pamela Stone, and with us was Bridgeport Elementary. We're really excited to have them. We have Laria Merritt. Did I say Laria? Is it Laria?
Laria.
Laria's Miss Merritt, and she's the principal. They have about 240 kids, about 30 staff members or so, and you do pre-K through fourth.
Pre-K through fourth.
And we were talking about how you're like, there's only 2 real true elementary schools left in the county.
Jackson County. The majority of our schools are K through 12 or K through 8.
As I say, a lot of them are K through 8, or they do like 7 through 12.
Yeah. We have, in our end of the county, we have the only 2 true elementaries, 2 true middle schools, and the 1 true 9-12 high school. So.
Yeah, and it makes it a lot of kids, but I really think it's better for the kids to be with their own age group. I mean, when you can make it happen. I know it's hard, so.
We have as many in our school as some of our K-8 schools do. So.
Yeah, you got a lot, so.
We have,
all right, and then before we left, we were talking about how Thursday, which is in 2 days, you guys are having a fall festival. And that the tickets go on sale, pre-sale tickets go on sale tomorrow. So parents, you can have your kids bring 5, 10, 20, is it 5, 10, 20? Okay, bucks. And if they buy the $20 one, they get some extra punches. So it's kind of like you get a discount if you buy early, which is great. And sounds like you got everything set, bouncy houses. And do you ever get on the bouncy house?
I haven't tried the bouncy houses lately.
No. Oh, you should get up there.
I have before, but not in the last year or 2.
And then, that's Thursday from 4 to 6 parents. So make sure you set your calendars. And that is our primary fundraiser, you said. So, and the money's going back to the teachers so that they can provide your kids with pencils, pens, paper, anything extra they may want.
For the classroom.
Glue. I mean, sure, you guys provide a little bit. They go through it so fast. And most of it, I mean, I don't think people understand. Schools just do not have that kind of funding. It's the electricity. I mean, the government doesn't give funding for all that.
No. We are pretty much responsible for all of that. And really the only ways we have to make, we're nonprofit, so.
Right.
We did do a little fundraiser earlier in the year where we did the wrapping paper and stuff, and
sold the wrapping paper.
We're doing Nothing Bundt Cake for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's a place.
Yeah,
it's Hamilton. There's one in Chattanooga.
There is. There's one in Chattanooga, and there's one in Huntsville, and we take pre-orders and we make some off of those, and then they bring them to us.
Okay.
So that's pretty neat. That's a lot of fun.
That's cool. They were pretty good. I ate one
delicious.
Once. They are good.
Very good.
I think I had a lemon one. It was pretty good.
I love the lemon.
And then you also did Party in Pink, which was cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was one of your teachers who was a teacher?
Oh, it was just a lady in our community.
Oh, okay. And she has cancer, breast cancer. And so they just made her feel good and said, here, we love you basically, and you're important.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool.
I'm also a breast cancer survivor, and so
are you?
They did a lot of that for me when I was going through treatment.
How long ago? How many years have you
2013.
13. So.
Means a lot, to have
it does.
Little kids cheering you on, and
let's go. They're so good at cheering when they're that great, when they're that age.
They are.
They are. They're so cute. Okay, and so then you got some other things going on, but before we talk about the things you got coming up, I know something you did recently. You went to the pumpkin patch.
Yes, our pre-K actually went to the pumpkin patch today.
Okay.
And our kindergarten and first grade classes went one day last week together, and it rained, but I think they had a ball.
Did they get wet?
They got wet. They got a little muddy, but
It's all right.
I don't think any of them got sick or anything from
Right.
it. So they had a big time with it.
Oh, that's cool. And how big are the pumpkins? Are they little?
No, they were about like this, and each of them brought a pumpkin
Did
in.
any of
and
the pre-Kers act like they just couldn't hold it because it was so heavy?
Yeah,
Do they bring it back to school and decorate it, or do they take it home and decorate it?
they took most of these students took them home with them.
Okay.
I think they've done it both ways before, and we had a lot of parents that went with them, and so they kind of helped.
Do you know I've
carry
never
'em.
been to a pumpkin patch? Honestly, I come
Yes
from
and out.
a big city, and we don't really have country farmlands that have pumpkin patches.
Pumpkin patches.
And so they might have them now, but yeah, I don't know. But not when I was young, and I've just never been to a pumpkin patch. I should go one year.
This one was at Rainsville. I'm not sure what the name of it was, but one of my teachers, her family used to have a family-owned farm in Stevenson, the Lloyds, and we would do it there every year. And they did.
Okay.
They also did. They had like the Trail of Terrors. Anyway, people would go and at nighttime, and they would do all that. But her parents are getting older, and so they've kind of let that go.
Good. Well, I'm good with scary stuff. Don't need that. Nope, good. Okay, so you got a thing called the Hall of Fame, which is not yours, but it's your sister's school, which is the middle school that you feed into. So tell us about what the Hall of Fame is.
It's a really neat idea. Most people know that Bridgeport Middle and Stevenson Middle were both actually high schools once upon a time, and they were big rival schools.
Okay.
And, well, actually, it's been 25 years. Anyway, North Jackson was formed from Bridgeport and Stevenson, and they made those high schools middle schools. So our sister middle school, who's a 5 through 8 school, started a Hall of Fame last year. And they took 10 people who had either graduated from Bridgeport Middle and then went on to North Jackson, or graduated from Bridgeport High School.
Right.
They've had people of all ages, and they've honored them. They actually, their families or people in the community do applications, and then they go through the applications and they select 10 people. So this is the second year for them to do this, and they have
And is it somebody who was in the community or is just currently there now, but they didn't have to grow up in the community?
it's someone who is a graduate of Bridgeport Middle or
Okay.
Bridgeport High School.
Okay.
And it's really neat because it gives the students a chance to see that there is life outside of our little small town, and these people have gone off and either gone into the service. A lot of them have gone to college, or gone into business, and many of them have come back and given back to the community. And one of the things they talk about is what education meant to them, and so it's a way of encouraging the students to see that it's important for them to get in there. And as you know, middle school kids can be apathetic somewhat, and so it's a way to encourage them to stick it out and hang in there and get their education and go on and do things and come back and better the community.
It's true.
So
One of the quotes I gave to my students the other day was, if you only travel on shiny days, you won't get very far.
all right,
I mean, rainy days, you won't get very far. Which is so true. So
so
something to think about.
and then they have the hall way that goes from the school to the lunchroom. The wall, they have the 10 from last year, and they make a plaque with their picture on it. It's kind of
was
like
last year the first year?
it was.
That's
It's kind of
what
like
I
the
remember.
Scots, the Jackson County Sports Hall of Fame
Right.
that they started. It's sort of based on that premise, only it doesn't have to be sports. It's just people who have gone out and done great things in their community and come back. And so we have 10 new ones that are going to be
Very
honored
good.
Saturday night. I'm really looking forward to it.
Do they feed you?
They do, and tickets are still available through tomorrow, but Mr. Colvin needs to know tomorrow if anyone else wants to come.
So what do they call the middle school?
It's the middle school. It's Bridgeport Middle School,
Okay.
and they call Mr. Colvin at Bridgeport Middle School
To get a ticket.
to get a ticket.
Okay.
And also, I think they're still taking sponsors, if anybody wants to help to sponsor the event. It's not really a big fundraiser. It's more of a
Award ceremony.
It's just an award ceremony
That's cool.
just to honor people in the community and try to bring back that community pride.
Well, I think that's one thing Jackson County does in general, since I've been, talking to everyone, is that you guys are definitely a sense of community, family, work together. I mean, obviously, most of you are all,
Yes.
even the parents are coming together to just try to make it right for the kids.
Yes.
And business owners, from the ones I've talked to.
Yeah, we have had a lot of support. There are not many businesses left in Bridgeport, but we're getting a startup there in the community now.
What were you there? What was originally there? Was it the sock industry?
No, Jacobs Manufacturing was the big employer at one point, and they made like cast iron stoves. Of course, we have Mohawk and USG, those plants there. We have a data center coming into Bridgeport. I'm not sure how much they've advertised it, but we do have a data center coming to Bridgeport, and they're bringing in lots of people. So we've registered some new students from that. We actually registered our first hurricane survivor student this week from Panama City, where they lost everything, and so
They didn't come all this way up. That's
well,
pretty far up.
the dad is working at where they're building the data center, and so we've got this little fella in our school. He's really cute. We are a good community school. All my little children, just kind of welcomed him in, and
That's cool.
so
That is super cool. And so then that is Saturday?
that's Saturday night at 6 o'clock
p.m. But it's at the middle school.
at Bridgeport Middle School.
Okay, and that means you got to call, you said by tomorrow?
He needs to know tomorrow so
If
that
you're
they have
coming?
enough food.
Okay.
And I think it's either a choice of prime rib or chicken.
Ooh, prime rib.
So it sounds really good.
Fancy. Yeah, I love prime rib. I don't like cooking it, but I like eating it. So, all right, well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we got a couple more things we're going to talk about.
Cool.
All right, we'll be right back.
Brown's Tire Pros knows that when you need tires for automotive service, you don't need a hassle. Brown's Tire Pros has been family owned and operated since 1994, and you'll always get friendly customer service and never be sold anything you don't need. We sell major brands of tires like Michelin and BF Goodrich. In fact, Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that'll keep you going for miles to come. Visit us at Brown's Tire Pros in Trenton today or online at brownstirePros.com.
At Comfort Gallery in Kimball, you can truly shop for any piece of furniture from any of our manufacturers. Drop in today and use our in-store kiosk. It's over 40 inches of full color, completely interactive for ease of use. And yes, you can shop all of our manufacturers for virtually any piece you may be looking for. Come to Comfort Gallery in Kimball to find exactly what you need for your home using our kiosk to shop from all of our manufacturers. Free delivery and setup, 1 year free layaway, and 6 and 12 months same as cash available at Comfort Gallery, 780 Main Street, Kimball, Tennessee. Gigabit Internet residential service is now available to customers of the North Alabama Electric Co-op with NAEC Fiber in Jackson and Marshall County. Residential gig service is now available for only $79.95. Call today to have your gig service installed at 256-437-5000. High-speed fiber residential gig internet service now available to customers of the North Alabama Electric Co-op with NAEC Fiber. Business and commercial customers can get gig service too. Call for pricing 256-437-5000. Gig service from North Alabama Electric Co-op. 256-437-5000.
All right, Mr. King, how do you know the defendant?
You much prettier in person, to be honest with you, pretty.
Sir, we are not in the club or a bar. Talk about your case. If you lie to me, you will lose. If you try to perpetrate a fraud on this court, you will be held accountable. Do not interrupt while I'm ruling.
Judge Faith Rules. Back-to-back episodes every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 Central on KWN TV.
This fall, we're rolling out the Love the Bus Elementary campaign. Love the Bus is designed to teach students the importance of safety, respect, and proper bus etiquette. As we continue to enhance efforts of safety for our students, we'd like to have you as part of our team. The Dade County Schools Transportation Department is seeking bus drivers and bus monitors. Part-time hours with full-time benefits. For more info, call the Dade County Schools Central Office today at 706-657-4361.
Georgia Northwestern Technical College is now accepting applications for classes. We offer programs in business, health, industrial, and public service at 6 campus locations with financial aid options as well. Take day, evening, or online classes to get your degree, diploma, or certificate. Apply now. Drop by one of our campuses today or check us out at gntc.edu. Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Get focused. Get hired.
Come hungry and leave satisfied at Cloud's Pizza, Highway 71 in Higdon. Cloud's Pizza uses only the freshest ingredients, and we hand toss our own pizza dough. Our pizzas are made from scratch when you order, so they're always fresh. And don't forget about our famous Sand Mountain cheese sticks. You can eat from the daily buffet or try a mouth-watering hamburger or cheeseburger. Come see your friends at Cloud's Pizza, Highway 71 in Higdon, and never leave hungry. Call ahead at 597-3100 for Cloud's Pizza. Visit us on Facebook at Cloud's Pizza and more.
Come see us at Cloud's Pizza.
Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative is your energy partner. With a mission of providing safe, reliable, affordable electricity, SVEC offers programs and services that help you save money and energy, all while making your home more comfortable. Call us in South Pittsburgh, Dunlap, Pikeville, or Tracy City and find out about easy, affordable heat pump financing and available rebates. Keep up to date on SVEC programs and news and monitor your account by visiting svalleyec.com or download the mobile app for your smartphone from Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative.
All right, welcome back to This Week in Jackson County Schools. If you're just now joining us, I'm Pamela Stone, and we have Miss Lauria. Did I say it right? Lauria Merritt. She is the principal of Bridgeport Elementary. You have about 240 students.
We do.
You've been teaching a long time. We won't go into numbers, but a long time. But I asked her during a break about retirement, and she says, I love what I do. So... if you love what you do, there's no such thing as retirement, right?
Right.
So until you can't get up anymore, physically, you get up anymore. And you do pre-K through 4, so you got a lot of kids. So the important things is that you got in 2 days, you've got your fall festival coming up at night, 4 to 6. Tickets go on pre-sale tomorrow, so make sure you send money with your kids because you do get some extra punches if you get, buy them early instead of at the gate. And then they'll send them back with your kid, like in a nice little envelope, sealed envelope, so they don't lose them, hopefully. And then also that you guys, Saturday, you have, the middle school has their special, it's called Hall of Fame.
It's the Hall of Fame.
It's where all the old Bridgeport Elementary students get to be awarded. Like, these are adults now.
They're adults now,
right?
But they're graduates of Bridgeport Middle or Bridgeport High School.
Okay.
And they're honored.
They didn't have to go to the elementary school, too?
Most of them did, but they're just mainly people that have graduated. I think the guidelines are if they have graduated from Bridgeport Middle or Bridgeport High School.
And it's just a way to say thanks for the stuff you do and your success. Like, just congratulations, really.
It really is, and it shows the students that, they can.
There's a future.
There's a future, and they can succeed. We have, this year, we're honoring Dr. Randy Smith, who's the local veterinarian.
Okay.
His sister who has retired, but she's come back and she's working at Bridgeport Middle a few hours a day to teach the kids science, and so
she's going to be there too.
Yeah, they've given a lot to the community. We have a fellow that's went off to the service, and I think he spent 25 years in the service. And,
you went to Bridgeport Elementary.
Well, I actually went to South Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And then what about Bridgeport middle?
I went to South Pittsburgh and graduated from South Pittsburgh. We lived in South Pittsburgh.
Well, I was just going to give him a hint that maybe you could be next in the. I don't know.
We have some really good honorees this time, and
there's
as
10.
we did last time, 10.
There's 10. Yeah, last year I remember we were interviewing one of the, I guess it was a principal. He was talking about all the people they've got coming and what they did, and it's pretty good.
It's neat.
So, all right, and your pre-K went to the pumpkin patch, which has got to be super cute. So let's talk about your advocacy program. So this is a program that the whole school district started last year, and it seems to work really well. And you can, tell me more details, but where you re-clump the students. Mm-hmm. So they get a different teacher and just kind of a different, point of view. And then you guys do, I don't know, I kind of call it like there's not necessarily crafts, but things that teach them character traits almost, or, ethics and morals and those kind of things. Mm-hmm. And they all get like a different, it's like regrouping them into different groups where they have a different set of friends.
It all came about, we are a Title I district, and we have to do these surveys. I'm sure parents have seen the surveys that come home, but we survey the students and we survey parents and stuff. But on one of the surveys with the students, one of the responses, or one of the things that we scored very low on countywide, was that the question was, does any other adult besides my teacher know me in the building? So in other words, like, we're self-contained.
Right.
And so, they just have their homeroom teacher.
Well, that makes sense.
And so what we do is, it's not just teachers, it's any of our certified
staff.
It's any of the certified people, of course. That includes our homeroom, and then like our special ed teacher and our reading coach and our PE teacher. And they divide the kids down, and they go to a different adult. And also, it's not like it's all kindergarten or all first grade. That adult will get different grade levels. And so the students are learning different students in the school as well as a different adult in the school.
So one class could have a kindergartner and a fourth grader and a second grader and a first grader in it. How big are the group size?
Well, when we add in these other people that are not homeroom teachers, it makes it down to about 12 kids apiece.
Okay.
13 kids apiece. And, we kind of have a curriculum that we can go by, but they have a lot of leeway. The teachers have a lot of leeway with it. They try to do fun things with the students, and just, it helps the kids to know that, there are adults in the building that care about them.
Yeah. So. And other ones. And that's got to be cool for the teachers, because as a teacher, I'm a connections teacher, so I teach business and computer science. And when I walk down the hall, I get to know all the kids.
Right.
Because I do, all grade levels for what I teach. And I love that, because then I have all 500 kids. So I would assume that's a little bit better, because now a lot of the teachers can know a lot more of the students, not just, fifth grade or whatever grade it is.
So I think, too, it's good for the teachers, like, the fourth grade teachers get to see what it's like to have kindergarten students all day.
Well, that's true.
Whereas the kindergarten teachers get to see what it's like to have the older students all day.
How does it work when you mix like a fourth grader and a kindergarten? I mean, there's such a maturity level in that.
It works, and the kids love advocacy.
Do the older kids like to help the little kids, I would think?
They kind of, mother hand over the little ones.
So what are some of the things you guys are doing this year in your advocacy program?
Oh, they've had the bouncy balls, and they'll have the bubbles to blow. It's usually fun things, but it's centered around,
structured.
It's structured, but it's unstructured. So that they're having fun, but they're learning things too.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of ways you can do that. I know that for sure. Well, I know that everybody really likes it, I think, in the community. I mean, not just here, but like in the whole school district.
Yeah.
I've talked to everybody about it.
Last year we were doing it, I believe, once a week, and it was sort of difficult because it was once a week, so they did a survey at the end, and the teachers said what they did like or didn't like, and they really worked on it. Now we're doing it like every 2 weeks.
Oh.
and it's not quite as much, and
Okay.
so
That's good.
and it's more structured, and so they have ideas about what to do.
Do you
with the
get
students.
money for it? Do you have money for it? Like, do you have to buy crafts? Do we?
No, the system, the district has actually provided some things,
Oh, that's nice.
but if the teachers just get excited and they want to,
Go do
do for
something.
their little advocacy groups, it's pretty neat.
That is pretty cool, especially with such low numbers. 12 kids, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Are your classes that small?
Not all of my classes. My kindergarten and first and second grade classes were pretty small. I mean, like 14, 15 kids now. Our fourth grade class is pretty big. We have about 24 apiece in them, and third grade is close to 20. So as they get older, the classes are larger.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. So, awesome. So then you guys got to do something that was really a lot of fun. You guys got to go, you and your media specialist got to go visit Google's headquarters.
Yep.
So before we talk about what you were doing there, what is Google headquarters like?
It was neat. Everything's very secretive, and you don't just walk up into Google headquarters. You have to be escorted in and locked in and out. And
Was it like, what was her dress like?
it was very casual.
It's casual.
And they had bicycles sitting around, and people could jump on a bike and go for a ride if they wanted to. And
Inside a building.
well, on the campus,
Okay.
it was pretty neat.
Did you take away anything that would work at your school?
We did. There were a lot of cool ideas that we learned, things that we learned about. It was a whole lot of team building and how to mentor, which that's something that I've had a lot of training in anyway. But I think it was very good, especially for my media specialist, who we're now calling a digital media specialist.
Oh,
She learned techniques to mentor the teachers.
what did she learn? Do you know, like what programs or anything
It
specific?
wasn't so much programs or applications. It was just a
How to
whole lot
teach.
of how to be a mentor to adult learners. And so she goes in and she meets. Well, she'll cover all of my teachers before the year is out, unless they don't want to participate. And you always have one or two, that don't want to. But so she'll meet with the teacher and they talk about what their needs are. What kind of technology are you using in your classroom? What would you like to learn about? What do you think would be helpful?
Well, do the kids
to
have
you?
computers to work on?
We have, we are almost 1-to-1. We received a Google grant a few years ago where we were able to buy some laptops, and our system has been really good about helping us to get laptops and desktops, and then with our younger students we use iPads. So we have the 21st Century After School program, and they've provided them with a lot of technology stuff, and so we can borrow it some too during the day when they don't need it in the afternoon. So we're getting pretty close to 1-on-1. Of course, we have some that are beginning to die because they're older.
Right.
But we're always looking for ways to, things to do to fund new ones.
There you go.
and-
So if you have any large donors like that run a business or own a business, come on down and give you guys like a $10,000 donation.
Sure, we'll take it.
It is a write-off. It is a tax write-off, people. So that makes it easy for you. Yeah, I mean, I think technology, we went so fast in technology just in life that I think, we definitely got swallowed by it. But now I think they're taking more of a stand back and going, okay, so it's good to have it, but how do we do it so where it's productive instead of counterproductive?
Right.
Don't you agree?
There are so many things out there that just make it
Oh my gosh, you
make
could
it
sit
more
there for
fun for students and more
hours.
engaging.
Right.
And technology is changing all the time.
It's more visual.
It is.
Which
so
a lot of kids need that visual
They do.
stimulation. Yeah, it is. It's a lot. So what are you guys doing with some of your stuff? I mean, do you know? And for technology, what she's teaching?
Well, she's been working with the younger grades the first 9 weeks. And that's a lot of, when they're in kindergarten, that's a lot of teaching the students how to get onto the computer and, how to use the software. And
right.
So she's been working really hard on that, because they're tested now. Our testing is done on the computer now.
I know.
And when you have students that come in that have not had any technology
right.
at home,
don't know how to push a button,
or don't know how to use the mouse,
right?
And so they've been working on a lot of that, getting
them ready
to be able to use the test, to do the test.
So do you think that the little ones do pretty good on it too? I mean, they're little.
They do. They actually pick it up pretty quick.
Do they?
And there's a lot of advantages to having technology. It allows the teachers, to work with a small group of students, but it has these students engaged because they're, working on a program or an application on the computer.
That's true. Do any of your teachers use Google Classroom?
Some of them use Google Classroom. She's working with them to do more of that. We've been using more of that,
as teachers,
instead of doing the typed out sheet that we used to do and send it down the hall. Now we have it in Google Docs, and you can just send an email and say, okay, go into Google Docs and fill out your teaching experience
and your
degrees, and it makes it a little easier. Plus, you have it in there, so the next year when you need it for your CIP or whatever you're working on, you just go right into Google Docs, and there it is, and you can tweak it to whatever you need it to.
Yeah, that sounds great. Okay, well, we're going to take another quick break.
Sounds good.
So sound good, and we'll be back.
Trust and commitment go hand in hand at Whitwell Pharmacy. Pharmacists Ann Campbell and Steve Ireland, along with their experienced staff, work hard every day to deliver the prescription needs of the Whitwell area. Whitwell Pharmacy is open 6 days a week for your convenience. Whitwell Pharmacy, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until noon. Call 658-6939. Proudly serving the Valley from Whitwell Pharmacy.
Come enjoy pizza for lunch or dinner in a family-friendly atmosphere at Stevie B's Pizza in Fort Payne. Enjoy the buffet and salad bar anytime, or have a specialty pizza made to order. At Stevie B's, take advantage of 2 Stamp Tuesday for adult and senior buffets, and Thirsty Thursdays when drinks are free after 4 p.m. Take out any medium pizza weekdays between 2 and 5 for just $4.49. And on the weekends, take out any 2 large pizzas just $14.99. Book your parties now by calling Stevie B's at 256-979-1234. Stevie B's Pizza, 2200 Galt Avenue North, Fort Payne. Can you gig it? Oh, yes, you can. We know you've been waiting for a long time, and now Tennessee Valley Net is bringing it to you. Gigabit internet service now available in certain areas of Dade County. Not just fast, super fast internet service now available from Tennessee Valley Net. People are talking, I mean really smiling about gig speed internet available in limited areas from Tennessee Valley Net. Call today at 706-657-4367 or log on at tvn.net and see if gig speed is available where you are. We know you'll gig it from Tennessee Valley Net. Delivering top-quality primary health care locally. We are Northeast Alabama Health Services. With 7 locations, there's one near you. Scottsboro, Section, North Sand Mountain and Higdon, Skyline, Woodville, Fife, and Fort Payne. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and of course your private insurance. If you're unemployed, low income, or have a high copay or deductible, you may also qualify for a reduced rate office visit as low as $16. Ask about our free medication program, and ladies, you may qualify for a free or reduced rate mammogram. Dental referrals for our patients with tooth removal and fillings for only $15. Putting your health concerns first, we're Northeast Alabama Health Services. Cervical cancer screenings now available at Northeast Alabama Health Services.
At First Southern State Bank, putting you first is our priority. First with convenience, with branches in 6 great communities: Fort Payne, Rainsville, Scottsboro, Higdon, and our Stevenson office now recently enlarged and remodeled. First with our friendly, experienced staff, always helpful and ready to serve. And first with our mobile on-the-go banking. Our mobile app is fantastic, user-friendly, secure, and free. So whether it's online or in person, you're our first priority at First Southern State Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Innovation and quality. Two things you don't normally hear about in a recruitment ad, but you'll hear a lot about innovation and quality when you join the team at Vanguard National Trailer. Vanguard is an industry leader in the production of dry van trailers and composite plate trailers.
And right now, Vanguard National Trailer is hiring energetic and hardworking team members to be assemblers and welders, as well as industrial maintenance for first shift openings.
And you'll work a full 40-hour week in 4 days, which means 3-day weekends. And overtime is available. Working at Vanguard National Trailer has other great benefits too, like paid holidays, paid vacation, medical, dental, vision, and life insurance, plus a 401k plan.
Full-time work, 3-day weekends, available overtime, and great benefits. That's Vanguard National Trailer.
Fill out your application today. Vanguard National Trailer is an equal opportunity employer.
Apply in person today. Starting pay $10 to $14 an hour, depending on position. Vanguard National Trailer Corporation, Highway 11 North, turn beside the Premier Healthcare Center on Vanguard Drive.
At Gross Furniture in Trenton, Georgia, you get the savings, the selection, and the satisfaction of getting the furniture you deserve at the prices you want. Come in, relax, and take your time. Our staff can assist you with the entire process, from expert advice to professional delivery. That's because Gross Furniture is local and treats you with honesty. Just north of the Courthouse Square on Highway 11 in Trenton. Gross Furniture, the home furnishing store that offers you more.
All right, welcome back to This Week in Jackson County Schools. If you're just not joining us, we've been spending time with Bridgeport Elementary, and Miss Merritt, she's the principal over there. She has about 240 elementary school kids. They are pre-K through 4, and about 30 staff members. So just probably a right size.
It's a great size. It's
just about right.
Just
size.
about right.
Okay, and I'll mention the last two things at the last minute that are going on this week, but before we get to that, you have something. It was called. You did Red Ribbon Week this week.
We're doing Red Ribbon Week in honor of drug awareness, to help kids to be aware of drugs
and don't do them,
and why they're bad for you. And we wore red yesterday. Today, the students had career day where they could dress up whatever they wanted to be. Our mayor's grandson dressed up in what his granddaddy wears to work as the mayor. And we had several
doctors,
kids, nurses, doctors, several that dressed up like teachers, construction workers. It was just all kinds of things. It was really neat and fun to see the kids all dressed up.
That is fun. And then you've got. Are you dressing up? What's tomorrow dress up day? Do you still have a dress up day?
I'm trying to remember what we're doing tomorrow. I think it may be Crazy Sock Day. We have something every day. I know Friday's Pajama Day.
Okay.
And that's my secretary's favorite day.
She
loves to wear her pajamas.
So, and you said you don't think you'll be wearing pajamas, so.
Well, I may wear them for a little while Friday.
Oh. Somebody doesn't have to twist my hand too much if they're going to tell me to wear pajamas. All right, and then so then you also have a thing called Leader in Me.
Yes, we do. We are a Leader in Me school. It's based on Franklin Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
Okay, I know that.
And what happened was Muriel Summers was given a school in North Carolina that was a failing school, and she was put in the school and told to turn it around. Well, she had just been at a Stephen Covey workshop on the 7 habits, and she got to thinking, this could be put in kid terms. Why shouldn't we encourage kids to be proactive and to think win-win? And so she put it down into kid-friendly terms. We're going on our 5th year with it. We're working on lighthouse status.
And you're the only one in the school district that
does it?
We're
the only one in Jackson County that does it. Scottsboro City Schools, several of them did it before.
Okay.
I'm not sure if they are still continuing with the program, but it goes along with a lot of the other things that we're doing, advocacy. And it's actually not a program. It's really a way of thinking. It helps kids to be proactive, to be positive, and to think about things, to think before they act, and how to help other kids. Where it's not like a
Right.
big competition, and
It's just about getting whatever needs to get done, and not think about it.
It's a lot of character and habits. It's very helpful for adults as well.
Right.
So, begin with the end in mind, where you plan out, where do you want to go to? So you make a plan so that you can get there. Helps them to keep up with their work, and, to realize that maybe I need to do my homework before I go outside and play.
So it's really just making them leaders.
It is.
It's teaching
It's
them
about being
leadership
leaders.
skills.
And it's based on the premise that everybody is a leader at something. You may
Well, that's
not
true.
be destined to be, a general one day, but you can be the leader of your household one day,
That's
or you
true.
can be the leader in your classroom.
And some of the kids might think, okay, this is how you act as a leader, like bossy. It
helps them to realize that
Make
that's not
them-
what being a leader is.
No,
that-
the best kind of leader is one who doesn't. You don't feel like they're leading anybody.
Right.
They just convince you want to do it on your own.
Do it on your own. So a lot of good things have come out of it.
Yeah. So does the whole school participate in
The
that?
whole school participates, even our pre-K.
And who is there a curriculum already set, or do you guys just kind of set your own?
Well, they do have like little guidebooks and stuff that go along with it. Of course, there's a lot of ideas on Pinterest. We have a website that we're able to go to and get ideas to teach the 7 habits to students. And there are a lot of principles that go along with it. And we've been trained in that. In fact, I have some of my new people. I was able to hire some new folks this year, and they have gone to be trained today and tomorrow, so that everybody in the building is trained in it, even the custodial staff, the bus drivers.
Right.
So
that's good. Do your bus drivers only go pick up just your kids and deliver your kids, or do you guys share the buses?
No, because we're a feeder school, we share the buses. I have 3 buses that are stationed at my school and 2 that come from the high school. So when the high school buses come to my school, high school kids get off and get on my 3 buses.
Okay.
My kids get on the buses, and then they go to the middle school and load. So,
well, you got a lot going on. So before we end, I just want to make sure I remind everybody, you got your fall festival coming up in 2 days, 2 nights. It's this Thursday. It's from 4 to 6. If they're going to do it outside, unless it turns rainy, then it'll be inside. Tickets go on pre-sale tomorrow. So parents, make sure you send in money in an envelope with your kid's name on it and write down, hey, this is for the fall festival. And then your child will bring you a bag full of, like a ticket.
It's a
punch card. You do get extra punches tomorrow if you buy it early, which is a great deal. So buy it tomorrow so you can get some extra punches. And then Saturday, although it's not directly related to you, there's a program over at the middle school called the Hall of Fame, and people who have graduated from like Bridgeport Middle and Bridgeport High School, and part of that Bridgeport community and still are being recognized as, hey, good job for doing all this stuff.
Yeah, leaders in our community.
So very good. All of that just shows that the kids, you can be something, and school does matter, which is important.
It is important.
So, well, thank you, Miss Merritt, for coming on.
Thank you. I've enjoyed it.
I appreciate it. So we will see you next week on This Week in Jackson County Schools.